Hi, this is Dr. Greg Gillum, CEO of Human Fusion. Welcome to Leading Change, one of the seminal books that all managers should know about. It was published way back in 1996, but the tenets of the book still hold true. I still teach the concepts here. There's 8 steps in the process of leading change. Now this is, John Kotter has gone in and studied organizations for decades and found out what works. When change works, what has happened. And that's what we're going to go through. But first, before we get there, let's talk a little bit about why managing change fails so often. I'm just going to be referring to some notes that I have used for years, again, in my training sessions and reading through the book. Number one, there's too much complacency. So in order for an organization to actually overcome the inertia that is inherent in organizations, you've got to create a big reason why you need to change. Okay, the house is on fire. We need to get out. That's sense of urgency, and that's what you need to create. That's number one. Number two, there's no powerful, what Kotter called a guiding coalition. Now this terminology never stuck. No one calls a team a coalition anymore. So it's just a guiding team. Small group of people that have accountability for a result. That's number two. Number three, no vision. I mean, people are just not trained. Managers especially. Leaders have a little bit more inherent skill set around vision. Managers are not trained. There's no training program on how to develop vision. And so without a very clear picture of where we're going, any road will get us there, right? So there's no vision. Or next, there's no communication. Even if the vision was good, communication is horrible. Spent a lot of time just today, this morning, with a manager who's in a company where communication is the primary reason that the change efforts are failing right now. Now, communication or lack of communication is a big reason a lot of things fail. But in this particular situation, we honed it down to the reason, lack of communication, that'll kill your change initiative. Number five, there's certain obstacles that get in the way. The number one biggest obstacle is bureaucracy. And if you haven't seen my video series on the end of bureaucracy, please tune into that, because you will have your eyes opened, as I did, to how you get rid of bureaucracy. Number six, there's no short-term wins established. They're not orchestrated. They need to be. And we'll talk a lot more about that. But if you don't get these short-term wins, people don't see that the change is happening, and then they give up too soon. Or number seven, victory is declared too soon. So you get one major performance improvement from the change effort, and you think, hey, we're there. We've arrived. And usually that's way ahead of schedule. And then number 8, you don't incorporate the change into the culture of the organization. It's just a series of initiatives, maybe a series of projects that get completed, and there's no real integration into the culture of the company. Now, Kotter argues that manager mindset really fails in the change process, and he goes into an elaborate discussion of why managing change is so much different than leading change. And I'm going to disagree with him on this particular area. Who am I to disagree with John Kotter? Well, I think he missed an important point here, is that, and I'll go through why I think this as we go through each step, but I think that we all know that leadership is required in organizations and management is required in organizations. And what you're going to see in these 8 steps is how leadership hands off to management, which hands back to leadership, which hands back to management. And I think that's the important part that Kotter missed in his sort of analysis here. And I'll point that out as we go along. So anyway, that's why managing change fails. Those are the reasons, and we're going to go in the next video. We're going to start talking about step number 1. If you like management related videos like this, please subscribe to Human Fusion. We'll keep you up to date on all the latest trends that are affecting your management practice today. Thank you.